I still am learning a lot about myself and still learning a lot about this industry. So I humbly say, I have no idea what's going on, and I am just a girl.
We'll get back to that one. 2024.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Yeah.
And it's not like you arrived overnight. You spent years building up to this moment.
Absolutely. I've been making music for a very long time. I have learned so much about myself through the industry. That's the thing. It's not just about the industry. I've learned so much about myself and my mental willpower and what I like and what aligns with me and how that reflects through my music. And so this year in particular has been this blossoming of work that I've been doing for a very long time. And me being a student, I come in humbly, like I don't know everything.
Yeah.
But over time, I started to realize that I have to become really, really dependent on myself and my gut. And that's strong.
So you're a student by nature.
Absolutely.
And yet the world is starting to look to you for answers. How does that feel?
Chill. I still am learning a lot about myself and still learning a lot about this industry. So I humbly say, I have no idea what's going on, and I am just a girl.
We'll get back to that one.
I felt it once I was making it. I felt a very, very strong feeling that people needed this. They didn't think they wanted it, but they definitely needed it. And I knew that when I made it, for sure.
The aesthetic across it, for someone like me, I can recognize things that are familiar to me, but obviously entirely unique and modern. But I hear things that are like, oh, yeah, that reminds me of that feeling that I got back in 1992, or you know what I mean? And so
a lot of my inspirations when I was making this project, that feeling that I got when I listened to my first Outkast album, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, how she was singing and rapping, and the topics that she was discussing between romance and self-introspection inspired me a lot. Old Kendrick Lamar. Like I'm talking about like mixtape Kendrick Lamar when he was like 16, 17, MF Doom. Oh my God. Just like this pure hip hop essence of like creativity with no bounds and no restrictions, no formula.
What kind of mood do you have to be in for a piece of music like that to be completed?
You have to be in a courageous place to be that vulnerable. You have to be ready to face yourself. And that takes time and patience. It was a lot of moments of me walking in the studio and walking back out like, I can't say that. And then walking back in like, no, you got to say it.
Yeah. Does it feel like it's almost like an explosion, like a vomit of sorts? Like, I cannot keep this in anymore. It will hurt me if I don't release this.
Absolutely. It's a therapy session that's like long overdue. It's like you have to really pee.
You took so much time to get this project into a place. I don't know how much actual recording hours, but certainly personal development time. How did it feel when you finally knew that you could let it go and move forward with your life?
It felt so relieving because I was so obsessed with like this idea of a debut album. When I framed my mind in a mixtape, I was like, oh, this could be anything.
It's weird. The psychology is so weird like that, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
It is. And so I was like, I'm going to make this mixtape in a month. Whatever I get in a month, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm letting it go.
Yeah.
Originally, I had a choreographer. And this choreographer is amazing, by the way. But after I went into one rehearsal, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to make this myself because my body wants to be theatrical and act out these lyrics in such a way that only I can translate myself. And I was like, okay, I'm going to choreograph this. I've never done this, but let's do it.
You never choreographed anything you'd done before this performance?
No. I started with the message, and I found this insert from MF Doom. He was doing an interview, and he was talking about the meaning of his mask and why he wears it, to draw more focus to not what he looks like, but what he sounds like. And that was kind of the basis of my performance. And I was like, I want these movements to not be distracting, like 1, 2, 3, 4, we sexy, like, but I wanted it to tell a story and act as like a play. I don't want these distracting lights moving all over the place. Let's bring them in one scene, one color, brown. 3 girls dressed the same. I don't need to be the center of attention. We look the same. Let's just
sometimes it's like a sidewalk trick of what's in the cup. Like I'm trying to figure out where you are, and there's only 3 of you because the way you're moving and interacting with each other is so seamless.
Yeah.
It took me about 60 to 90 seconds to realize that you were connected as well. It just reveals itself in the most tasteful way.
Thank you.
How long did it take to get right?
We have 4 days.
Jesus.
Come on. Bruh.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Aside from, you see this hat, you see this jacket, I'm a nice presenting woman. I'm hungry. I want to be the best. If I have 2 days, if I have 24 hours, I'm going to work my hardest to make the best performance because I want to be the best.
Were you nervous or did you feel you had it?
I knew I had it.
You know what?